Hey guys, Perry Details Retail. Got a treat for you today on the channel. Maybe you guys can guess what it is. Box, fan, motor, cage. The other day was like probably 97 degrees. And we got a little surprise that day. You can see all that stuff's supposed to be on here. Well, I had a little mousey get in here. This was, the capacitor was attached up over here, and he was stuck between two posts, and he was fried, I'd have to say. And let me tell you, it still smells very good over here working on this thing. So I'm assuming that what happened is that he took out the capacitor, because my air conditioning isn't working anymore. So I got myself a new capacitor. This is a Goodman air conditioning unit, so it has a GE capacitor 35 UF. So it's supposed to be attached here. I was getting ahead of myself, and I didn't know if I was going to record this or not. But guys, so I gotta replace that. Here's my new one. Went down to Granger. Granger saved the day. Well, they didn't save the day because it was the next day. It was at 5 p.m. on the day, so they were gonna be not open. So it looks similar. It's a Dayton, not a General Electric. So it's got the 3 posts like I need. Hopefully I can read what this says on this thing. Probably not. I'll probably end up guessing, which is gonna suck. So I'm assuming it'll be like this. Therm. Yeah, I can't read a thing on this thing. Hopefully it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna guess. Whew, that baby stinks. Oh, okay, there's 4. Okay, the posts are similar, so I should be pretty good on that. You know, I'm not a electrician by trade, but I have enough knowledge to usually get me through to be dangerous, to get most of my stuff fixed. You know, just have to be pretty smart about things. He had a mouse house in here, and he was eating my wires. Good thing it was on the ground, so I'm just gonna wrap that with tape. The green wire should be ground wire, it shouldn't be a hot wire, so I'm just gonna wrap it with electrical tape. I'm not gonna cut it, because then I'm gonna have that wire really short. Okay, the thing really stinks like hell yet. Let me tell you. Before I put it all back together, I'm gonna come here with my rust cutter and rust cut this. It must be from all this peeing on the freaking thing. And I tried putting some stuff on to get rid of the smell, but it only worked a little bit. And when I put my new fan, the fan motor that's in it is not spinning freely like it should. So it's now time to replace it, and because I'm in it. So that's where we're at, guys. You know, just being observant, you can do most of your stuff. You guys don't be afraid. I got the breaker off. I got the I don't even know what you call it. It's a pull out. Pulled out of it, so I should have no power. You know, it is 220, but well, here's my little guy right there. There's my little mousey. What's left of him. This is the second time this thing's been attacked by mice. They just love beating this thing up. So I'm gonna caulk this hole so they can't get in this time, or do something with that hole, because that's where they think, oh yeah, like, that's enclosed, so I can go in there and have a good time. We're having a party house. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix that so that ain't happening no more. And the last time I had a mouse in it, he was up here getting shredded by the fan, and that it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden this here is huge whap 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 whap, and I get out of bed and I run out here, and to see a half of mouse hanging onto the grate. So guys, all right, so like I said, you guys can pretty much fix some of this stuff yourself. Don't be scared. Just, you know, when I was pulling this apart, you just be observant. Oh, there's a mouse in it. Oh yeah. You know, it's pretty obvious when he was across the posts here. So all right guys, I'm gonna get going on this, and I'll let you know, well, I'll let you see at the end there how I got it back together. The bracket on and a new capacitor on. Okay, now there's a difference in my condenser motors. As you can see, physically the size is smaller on the old one. This thing is way bigger. Of course, this is a 1/6 horse, and this is a 1/10 horse. So you gotta have a little size difference in size, but this is all they had, and it's supposed to be universal fit, I guess. So all right, so what we gotta do, guys, I'm trying to figure out, because my spacing is going to be different, so the fan's gonna be dropped farther down, but this was not all the way to the top, so I might be able to bring this all the way to the top and still be in the same position. Trying to, yeah, that's what I can do. I'll have to have the fan bottomed out on this shaft to give me the same position of that, because I was wondering if I should take these nuts off and put these nuts on here to give me more drop, but this thing's so long as it is, we're gonna have to bring it right up top and use those. These are gonna be too long, I'm sure, to fit on the cage, but we'll still make it work because we have, you know, this is shaft difference. We'll still be able to make it work, guys. See, it should still be able to work even though it's different. One thing I don't like about it is look at the size of these wires. These are probably copper, real copper wires, and what I don't like about this motor, these wires are aluminum. Don't like that, but hopefully it'll stay working and I never have to do this until I have to replace the whole thing, but we'll see. You know, we're learning here. Good thing, guys, try to learn something new every day. I mean, because it prepares you for this kind of situation. All right, so here we go. We're going to start putting this back together and make it work. Okay guys, after further inspection here, as I'm working on this, trying to cobble this thing together, that stupid mouse really did some damage. And okay, if you look at these wires, guys, here, yes, let me see if I get something to point that direction here. On the blue wire, 8 there. On the orange wire, 8 there. Over here on this wire that comes in off the system here that they no longer use, I wonder if I could disconnect it all together. It's eating there, and here, down here in this white wire, he's eating it there. So he's been hungry, little guy, and it makes me want to get a knife and stab the dead body. So now I gotta replace all this here. I mean, it ain't gonna be difficult, but it's more than what I wanted to do. Is I didn't plan on having to do all that. So yeah, because I'm, you know, cobbling this thing together. I took off the ground because it should ground through the posts, and I don't need that ground wire getting wrapped up in the fan. So okay, yeah, that little rodent, die, you die. Yep, I bet you got the charge of his life when he got connected to those. Oh boy. All right, I'll work on it some more here. All right guys, I got done cutting all my studs on both sides. I cut my shaft, so now I gotta put the fan motor back on, and or the fan, and then we can start putting it back together inside. So we're at least making some progress. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, I got it all hooked up. All the wires are changed out. I changed these guys out. All I had is black and red, so I use black and red instead of orange and blue, or yeah, blue. All right, so there you go. She's running. Starting to cool the house down. It's gonna be a while though, because house got kind of warm. So yeah guys, I'm happy. Mr. Mosey better stay out of there. And it looks better now. After painting it, painting the grill a little bit from being rusty looking, at least looks halfway decent. So I'm gonna get my rust cutter and I'm gonna rust cut this thing here and just try to hold on to it so it don't rot away. And I have to be careful when I'm putting it in there that I ain't getting anything on anything else. So okay guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. We need some more subscribers, and I'll see you in the next one.